In Exmouth, PC Matt Clark has been dealing with a member of the travelling fair whose old folks have a thoroughly modern approach to parenting.
I'd like you to take him away, put him in a cell, just chuck him out tomorrow.
But Mummy's left the night cops with a dilemma.
If we nick him though, what do we nick him for? He's been a gentleman with me.
With us, yeah, I know.
So they've called CCTV Control, who are analysing footage to see if the man has committed an offence. And sure enough,
It's looking like he's either going to be arrested for a substantive public order offence, say criminal damage or causing harassment, alarm, distress, or otherwise he's going to be arrested to prevent a further breach of the peace.
We're arresting you, Section 5 of the Public Order Act. Yeah, we take your Exeter, mate. Get you sobered up. Get oinked out in the morning.
Jobs are good. Yeah, unfortunately, our gent's got himself arrested for Section 5 of the Public Order Act, which is basically causing harassment, alarm, distress to someone, which is the incident that occurred earlier in the pub.
There you go, chap.
So he's going to get a free ride to Exeter custody, and he'll get his head down there for the night.
You just have to have a
Yeah, we'll help you now,
roll to the police station.
Yep, there you go, mate.
Yeah, fine.
So look mad a bit.
You'll be fine, Asa, mate. That's it. Watch yourself as you step up there.
Up you go.
Sit yourself down on that seat. Make yourself comfy.
Top man, Asa, well done.
Lovely.
Our sergeant got back in touch with the camera operators. They said that there'd been an incident earlier on which we weren't aware of, where he's seen quite clearly peeing up the side of a parked unattended car in Exmouth, and two ladies have walked past it, and they appear to have been quite shocked or upset by this incident.
Generally, when we arrest people, on the whole, they tend to be fairly placid with us once they've been arrested. They've realised that there's no point in fighting or trying to play up, because it's not going to improve their position at all. So, yeah, generally, like this gent in the back, he's just going to sit there quietly. Hopefully we'll book him in without any further event, and he'll get his head down, go to sleep, and sleep off the beer.
Hey, sir.
Yeah?
Here we are, chap, up at Evertree Road.
Are we Exeter?
We are.
We are, mate. Now watch yourself.
at lockup, the man seems strangely at home.
A lot of people are quite relaxed when they're in custody. They may have been arrested before, or it could be their first time, and they're just taking it in, but people generally, once they get this far, there's not much point in putting up a fight, because they know they're not going to get anywhere, so they may as well just sit back and enjoy it as best they can.
It appears as well that this man has left his mark in Exmouth on a previous occasion.
Last October, the gentleman did exactly the same offence in Exmouth, urinating in a public place, which was outside one of our public houses on the Friday night, so therefore he's going to get charged tomorrow morning when sober to appear at Central Devon Magistrates Court in about a week's time for Section 5 of the Public Order Act.
Yeah, hopefully he will learn his lesson from this. Obviously he's done it before, and he's obviously got away more lightly before, but with a bit of luck, this will be a slightly harsher penalty for him, and he'll learn his lesson and won't do it again. Fingers crossed.
So one culprit is learning his lesson in a cell. Meanwhile, back at the town's train station, another culprit is giving a lesson on the subject of civil liberties.
I wasn't getting aggressive or anything. I was just asking questions. It's my right to ask questions about stuff.
Basically, we've had a chat with a chap that's punched the window and has been quite aggressive towards myself and my colleague. We've explained some options of the ways we can deal with him. Unfortunately, he's refusing to calm down. He's still being quite obstructive.
You're arresting me for what?
If we hadn't arrested you, there could be
chatting. You sound like my bloody headmaster in primary school.
He's been a little bit aggressive, so the decision's been made that he's going to be taken into custody tonight.
Can you get onto Big Air? I need an ambulance at the Yorkie and ASAP. Got a guy knocked out of the...
That's it, mate. Unfortunately, you're now taking us away from more serious situations like that, aren't you? Because you won't, cooperate with us. Because it's going to take us off the street now for the next hour and a half. But if that's the way he wants to be, then that's what we're going to do.
At the end of the day, you're all talking rubbish. I heard a report someone's been knocked out and you're arresting me. Did I lash out and try and hit you? Did I get abusive and start swearing? No.
You told us to fuck off.
No, that was at the beginning. I did not do that.
That's enough of an offence, mate.
I'm a 17-year-old lad, for Christ's sake. What damage am I going to be able to cause?
Who knows, mate? That's why you've been arrested.
Okay, no, okay.
Because you're digging yourself
freedom
into a
to
bigger hole.
freedom to speech, freedom to ask questions and know where they stand. I did that and look where I am now. You need to be...
all right, mate. Anything you say. You keep thinking what you want. Let's walk around to where my colleague is.
The lad's behaviour has taken the night cops off the street for 2 hours, time that could have been better spent. Once at lock-up, it's the custody sergeant's turn to get a taste of his attitude.
Do you go to any sort of special school?
No.
Any problems reading or writing?
No.
Any need for you to be seen by a doctor?
No.
Have you taken any drugs tonight?
No.
Taken any drugs on you?
No.
Had any alcohol?
No.
No?
No.
Chris is witnessing mail.
Every detainee needs to have articles that could be used in self-harm removed.
That'll have to come off, mate, your necklace, and take your chain off for me. We've got pockets in this.
Stripped down, it's time for the young punk to spend the night in a cell. But first, PC Boundy has to deal with an emergency.
That's all right. It's ready, mate. I'm not looking at you because I want to, I'm looking at you because I've got to. All right?
Drunk drivers are often perceived as the biggest killers on the road. There is, though, another alcohol-induced individual who causes more deaths: the drunken pedestrian. Indeed, 80% of all pedestrian deaths that take place at the weekend are due to that person being hammered. Most of them stumbling into the road and the path of a moving vehicle. Tonight in Colwyn Bay, a man has taken this stupidity one step further.
We just had a report of a male line in the middle of a dual carriageway. So we're just approaching now just to see what's happening.
The bloke has passed out in the middle of the town's busiest road. It could be, though, that he's seriously injured.
Do we need an ambulance at all?
Yeah, is it possible just to have an ambulance here to check this man? He's not responding to us. He probably is very intoxicated, but just to make sure that he isn't.
What's your name, mate? Can you hear me? The police. Can you wake up? Hello? Can you hear me?
Is he breathing or anything, Dave?
Can you hear me? Come on, try and stick yourself up, mate.
He looks like he's in his early 20s, he does. Has he got any identification on him at all? Thank you.
Once they're happy that he's not injured, they move him to safety and start to search him.
And then we've removed him off the road onto the pavement, checked him out. We've tried to find out if he had any identification on him.
The only ID they can find is his mobile, which they scan for a home number. Eventually, he regains consciousness, giving the night cops the opportunity to question him.
We're here to help you. What's your name?
Well, where do you live then, so we can take you home? Well, you can't stay in the street all night, can you?
But the night cops think they know who he is.
We believe he's from the forces, and he's obviously on some leave this time. He's had a few too many beers, and he's decided to go to sleep in the middle of the road, which isn't safe for him or other road users. And we've let the local officers deal with him, see if we can maybe get him home to somewhere a bit safer. But I believe since leaving the area, he's become worse, and he's been arrested for a public order offence.
Another public order offence, another £80 fine, and another successful night for the night cops. Next time on Night Cops.
That we believe there's possibly drugs on this vehicle that should not be on there.
We meet a Wrexham man who's been doing a spot of moonlighting.
You were just saying, sir? We've just found 6 cut and vet deals already for distribution.
In Edinburgh, this young lady loses her hair, her dignity, and finally complete control. And this unfortunate night cop knows exactly what he saw.
He's walking down the road with his penis in his hand, pissing. That's why he's been arrested.
It's all about medical emergencies next on PIC TV in The Real A&E. And tomorrow, Cal Lightman finds himself battling for the truth in New Lie to Me at 9.